Two coming through the middle. Aotearoa for three.
No mai hoki mai talofa lava bulawe nakamelo elele, namaste, ni hao, konnichiwa, and welcome back to the 5th Annual New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament 2025. We are live from the National Hockey Centre here in North Harbour for finals day of the tournament, and the day we finally get to see the best teams collide and battle for their opportunity to lift the Champions Trophy this afternoon. If you're looking for the ultimate excitement, silky skittles, plenty of goals and high-stakes games, well, you're in the right place this Easter weekend because this is Heritage Hockey 2025. I'm Brad Pittman and joined in commentary for this game by Suresh Wallab, New Zealand Sports Association President. Suresh, welcome back.
Namaste, everybody, and good afternoon. Wow, we're in for a bit of a treat, aren't we, Brad?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the one we've been waiting for all weekend. It's the third game for today, and it's our men's gold medal matchup between the New Zealand Māori men taking on the New Zealand Indian men's side in a battle of past winners as it stands. Two teams that have their name engraved on the trophy. The Indian men looking to go back-to-back as the defending champs.
And the Indian men were the first to win it down in Colmar there, so they'll be playing with plenty of pride today.
Yep. Absolutely. I think the two teams, if I'm not mistaken, perhaps 2 to the Indians, 1 to the Māori team over the last few years.
Yes, I think so.
And now all on the line here as we see the teams get ready. It's the Indian side in the black strip and the Māori team in the white and blue. And for all of our Māori hockey purists out there, don't get too used to seeing some of these boys in this strip. It's the local Tamaki Makoto kit, and Denham Clark's never looked worse than in these colours. I'm sure they'll be having heart attacks down in Wairiki region seeing him wearing these colours. But to avoid the colour clash, of course, the men out here and our umpires in the middle. Looks like we've got Anton Paulin and Bruce Brownsy. Anton backing up, doing 2 in a row, with our captains at their sides, DVD, Devon and Bicker for the Indian side, and Denham Clark for the Māori team. Just looking at this Indian side, yes, talent right up and down the roster. It's a relatively settled group.
Yep.
And guys that have played a fair few tournaments now for the Indian team.
Yeah, we've got a few of the young boys coming through as well. As you can see, Harrison, you've got young Yash that's popped through. And that's about our younger boys coming through now. You know, Jai's come back into the team, and it's just good to see some of that experience. We can't call AJ young anymore because this is his third tournament, I think.
Yep.
Second or third. So, but I think he just got his learner's license this year. So, big steps for AJ.
Yeah, and equally a fair bit of youth on the other side in this New Zealand Māori side as well. The likes of Braithen Lemon, young man out of Rotorua, as well as Te Oranga Hohepa, Nōpera Hohepa, and Tristan Waka. They're some of the Bay of Plenty talent.
Yeah, they were good yesterday, those boys. Those 4 boys you mentioned. I think Lemon scoring that goal, but those Hohepa boys are pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. And teams here getting ready now for this final matchup. It is the last dance for these two teams, 2025. I mentioned Bruce Brownsy, Anton Paulin, our men in pink for this afternoon's matchup. And now the teams, they enter onto the field. Looks like the Indian side will have first use of it. There's Harley Cooper, the Māori coach. He's going to be prancing up and down the sidelines as per usual. Feels right at home here, of course, in Harbour.
Yep, I think that's his dugout to the far right in the corner as well. You know, just the old shed at the back there. So should be a good one as we get underway.
And we're off here, this Indian side. First use of it. There's the big bomb from Nidish Suka. Brought down, though, pretty comfortably by Hemi Hickson. He's no stranger to this uniform and this turf, and Sarge tries to take a cheeky one there. Now down the sideline. This is Braithen Lemon. We spoke about him. He loves to find a spot in the goal a little bit further away from the circle than usual to start. And Brad Hartigan also getting first up honours for the Māori team. And Hemi Hickson here looking over. He's got Sargent in front of him. And Denham Clark here, the captain of the team, transferring through Quinton Smith. And here is Smith again on the ball. Smith just looking to find a way through the staunch Indian defence. I've got to make a quick shout out to a couple of people I know that are overseas watching, Dilip and Vanita Suka, who are over in New York at the moment, tuning in for the final here. They've sent a few messages on their way in this morning. And also, as we see an opportunity there, Hemi Hickson. The other one, Hitendra Hitu, who's over in England at the moment.
Yeah.
Staying up late at night to watch this one, so shout out to those.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of messages for Hitendra there. And Vanita, have you lost my number? I thought we were on speed dial for a while there, but no. Here we go, it's Lemon out of defence.
Yeah, you can see already the real overhead threat of the Indian side as Hemi Hickson there runs out of space, and a good tackle from the Indian side. Here's Sarge looking long handle and picked back. Opportunity here, just ran over it.
Mills there just got...
And now Denham Clark. He's got a big overhead as well, but opts this time to keep it short and on the ground.
Yes, it's probably one of our tallest attackers that we've seen over the weekend, haven't it?
Yeah, usually reserved for the smaller of stature. But you got Sarge out here, and once the Māori team get their subs through, in fact he's on at the moment, Rani Harris as well, another tall customer up the front for the Māori team. So
yeah, Harley's twin.
Harley's younger brother, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Is the go, and special shout out, of course, to our sponsors, One Foundation and Alpha, for bringing you not only this tournament but the live stream, and the Punjab Warriors alongside Keep Alive, MTEL and Nadine Lomu as well. And Denham Clark misses one. Opportunity here through
Beenan.
Now Sarge got the entry onto the stick and onto the foot.
Well done.
Akiwa Te I think it was there in defence.
Yep, just got caught up a little bit there, Akiwa.
And fortunately the hockey's good because the broadcast is shocking at the moment. We're all over the place with our replays. Here we go, we'll see it. Sarge there, yeah, really good skill. Just a little 3D, had a bobble on it, make it difficult for Te Aho. And now penalty corner bracket. This is danger signs. This is a real opportunity here for the Indian team. Nidish Suka there in the red shoes. He's up on the first bracket. We'll go to Suka. And he gets none of it, but Menez follows up, and it's another good save there from Hamish Berry in goal for the Māori team. Nidish, like I said, didn't get all of it, but Berry able to palm away the second follow-up shot from Brett Menez as well. And now all around the back here. well cut out there. No, I thought it was well by Lemon, but Menezes is now searching. He's found Sarge. Big opportunity, Sarge, and what a save. Hamish Berry, the big man, in goal for the Māori team. Stick save up above his head. We'll see it again here. Sarge doesn't need much invitation.
It's an awesome passage to play all around, right? The passing, just that skill to trap, reverse hand, and that skill to finish off from the goalie. It's just...
yeah, excellent hockey all around.
That's what the crowd have come to see.
That's it. That's exactly it. And now we'll be able to take a breath there. Hemi Hickson goes vertical. And Cooper brings that one down. Still going, Ben Cooper. Though it looks like he almost had a flat tyre for a second. He'll be asked to take it out a little wider. Now, across the other side of the field there through Aotearoa Wairua Hohepa. And that one falls away from him. That just shows how hard that reverse is, when the ball's still bouncing. We saw a couple of really good showings of it from the Punjab sides earlier in the day. And it's a really hard skill to execute.
Yeah, and when it's going away from the body, right, it's there's no time to set up.
Yeah, as we now have a bit of ball in the midfield, they'll go out around the back through Nitish Suka. Suka looking long, and the touch pass down the line, though, cut out by Smith.
Yeah, just Patel looking for Hiramani out there wide, who's usually sniffing around somewhere. You've got AJ first touch of the ball.
Yeah, for those unfamiliar with Heritage, as you mentioned, Amanjot Singh became a star not only here at Heritage but through the KBT tournaments as well for Central Districts. There's now Rani Harris on the ball. Here he is, still going. The influencer. Oh, calling on a first up stick save from Dill.
And he's just got that uncanny dribbling style that you just don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Yep. He is uncanny. That's the best way to describe it.
This guy's not, but just getting cut down there.
And now Denham Clark does well enough. Now that one a little wayward, trying to link up. It's scrappy here. Cooper will be onto it, and Hohepa now forced to get his way. And now they'll take a breath here. Quinn Smith. All around the back. Ball up into this left pocket here. Hohepa forced to come backwards through Te Aho, and an unforced error now will bring this Indian side forward. And now here is AJ. He's got a ton of skill here. He's beaten 1 and 2. There's the shot.
Nobody there, just on the pads.
There's a little touch, I think, just in front of goal with Yash. Kind of got stuck between the boot and the stick. Have a look at it here. I love it from AJ.
He's got that hard sweep, which is always on the deck, right? And it's just so hard to trap, but goalie making no mistake of that one.
As we see now, Alex Semenko-Bucknell just opening up the right side of the field here. Through Fitzwalter. Suka under a bit of pressure, delivers an absolute pill of a pass here. Prashant down onto the baseline, but AJ couldn't bring that one in.
It's good movement from both teams, eh? It's just both of them feeling each other out, obviously.
Yep.
But, just good rotations on the bench. Everyone's having a bit of a touch of the ball. It's our captain, DVD, just not getting under pressure, under control there.
Yeah, but he'll stay in it here. DVD, of course, one of the number of Wellington Indian Sports Club representatives here in this NZISA team. There's a fair few of them with Sarge and Hiran, Alex as well.
Yes,
well.
Harrison's is originally from Wellington as well, and Shea Lala.
Yeah, so well represented, the Wisp boys, and had a fair bit of success at KBT over the last couple of years as well, of course. And now they're off to the races. Oh, and just gets big on Harrison Clulo there. So interestingly, I was talking to Jude Menezes just before the game, and he said, look, if there's periods there where this Māori team want to try and stretch things out, it could be an opportunity for us to try and burn them. So, have a look at those little turnovers when they get them up towards halfway, and you saw Alex, you saw Yash, Harrison just get on their bikes, and they're dangerous coming forward with speed here, especially when Sargent's in and around it.
Good guts from Yash there. Not the biggest player, but getting down low, and here comes his twin.
Yeah, they trade on and off as to... It just confused us, I think, more than anything.
Yep.
And not to tip the scales on the field either. Now, around the back. They go. Nice ball there. Shea Lala. He's been good at the back for this Indian side.
Oh, yeah. He's just been massive. And he's one of the... played for NZ Indians quite a few years ago, but he settled up here in Auckland now and just settled with Alicia and their little baby girl. So...
I think we mentioned on an earlier call, obviously missing someone like Kellen Dial. So to be able to have Shea Lala step into that space, huge for the NZI team.
Yeah. Just that experience, experienced players. He's played a long time in Wellington, now up here. I think he plays for Roskilde.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but he plays his hockey up here in Auckland. Now this Māori team forced to come forward up this right-hand side. Denham Clark spins the stick a couple times before looking at the pass, and it's Rani. Entry there. It's going to fall. Fortunate for Alex Semenko Bucknell, and now beats a couple on his way out. He was just up in the striker line moments ago. And now they get things going quickly here at the Indians. This is where they're dangerous. Sarge looking. Flips it back, still there for Clulo, and they find the foot again.
That's it.
And this is exactly those passages of play that Jude was talking about. When the game stretches out, if they can win that go-forward possession.
I think from the back, like, Murray's had an attack, but the new guy just trapped it and leaded it for someone else, not overplaying it.
Yep.
And then they still got that ascendancy to go forward, and just a couple of... nice long passes there just through into the attacking circle. So I think smart play by the boys there, not panicking,
Yeah, and we just see now that's the same bracket they had in the earlier. And they're going to have to reset it there. It looked like Keenan Bickett, he just slipped. He was ready to sprint in on that slide right. And now he'll... actually, he can stay. It's the injector DVD that has to go back. So Sargent now...
okay, that's that rule, though. The injector has to go.
Yep, we'll move off the bracket. And unfortunately, that means it's pretty obvious where it's going, because he was the second bracket prior. And it is Needish.
Oof.
Just wide of the goal. So you saw the late switch there on the Castles. And you see it there from Needish moving and just trying to hook it back to this left, attacking left side.
Not sure if that injector was meant to be on that post, but I think it had a fair bit of gas on it to get there.
Yeah, I think Nita should probably expect to be putting that on target, and if the injector's there, it's just a bonus. And now Shea Lala, he shows his overhead skills, but
what a
cut
trap.
out. Yeah, that's excellent by Den. He's missed one already, doesn't miss many of them. Denham Clark there, the captain for the Māori team, but now he's out of position. Big opportunity here for Hiranmani. He just lets it go, knowing they had the long corner advantage. Desperate work from Quinton Smith.
It's another one of our younger players, old Vivek from Christchurch.
Yep. Oh, and that one's come flying across the circle, beats everybody. Free hit going the way of the Māori team. And the one thing of note tactically here, this Māori team, like I said, missing a few players with other commitments in Hong Kong. Denham Clark, the real senior player at the back. So when there's times where he either promotes up the sideline or even has a bit of a dribble and they turn the ball over, they're a little susceptible at the back in his absence. So perhaps a little bit of an identification for the Indian side to be able to have a crack at as Nita Suka comes forward. Bika there just gets it tangled up, and away come the Māori side through Smith. Smith just runs out of turf here.
We see Nitish has pushed himself up into the line there a bit. Got Jai and Shea holding back, as you usually see Nitish holding back, but he's injected himself up into the half line.
Now Nitish looks long, cut out well there. All right, Norpeter Hohepa and now Brad Hardigan got some work to do. Lovely shave from Sarge. And Brett Menezes cleans up here. They come through. Millen wins it. Probably take it quickly. When Hemi Hickson back cleaning up, has to be done because Sarge was in a good spot. Here is Hickson. Breaking. He's got speed. He's got space. He's got an open circle.
Wow.
Oh, and you've got to get that one. Big Dill had no shot at it. It was long past him before the kickers started moving.
What a run.
Yeah, that's exceptional. Right from his own circle. He's just gone the whole field here. Hemi Hickson will see it on the replay. Cutting in, gets around Nitish, who's no slouch. And Hickson, oh, man.
Who did that catch for the long corner? Dill's foot?
I'm not entirely sure, actually. Carter Davies certainly missed it on its way through. And now they'll take a breath here after that high-speed attack from James Hickson. Again, Denham Clark just taking a tough one.
Just clearing my throat, Brad.
Yeah, that's it. The final hooter goes. There's Jude Menezes out on the pitch, ready to give instruction to his team. And both teams now coming for those discussions. We're locked up at 0-0, no goals yet, though. Big opportunities both ways. As Harley, you see him there, never short of a word. He's got his whiteboard ready to go there. He's a lot of scribble going on. The goalkeepers there, you can see them having a bit of a chat in behind as well. Hamish Berry was fantastic for the goalkeepers. And out on the back turf, it's 3-3 between the New Zealand Indian ladies and Fiji Heritage. 3-3 with 2 minutes left to play. Now, that sounds like an exciting one out there. Hemi Hickson, he had this one just hit the outside of the sideboard. Kenan Becker linking up here with Sargent. Sarge searching, got that corner. And a little undercooked, but Brett Menezes has got a good follow-up on that one. Hamish Berry equal to it. This one, what a save. Wow. That's going in the roof there. Meanwhile, Rani, well, he tried his best to do the same the other way. Calling on big dills. And then AJ trying to link up there with Yash. And save. So as you can see, opportunities more for this Indian side early in the first quarter, but nothing getting past the goal of Hamish Berry. This little break there from Kenan Becker. And watch this one just go past the post.
Plenty of it, but I think goalie's got that post covered. He's a pretty big dude. And his size 13 certainly getting out pretty wide. That's
right, moves pretty well, the big fella. And interestingly, change in guard in the goal for the Māori team. So after a fantastic quarter there for Hamish Berry, we're going to pull Flynn Krofsky into goal for this second quarter. So
it's a good Maori name, Flynn Crosby.
Yeah, that's it, from the heart of the bush.
Nice. Flynn. Welcome everybody tuning in from the bush.
That's it. That's it. They don't get much reception up in Ruatahuna or the Uruwetas, but if they're tuning in, welcome. As we see now, ball through from Lala Nez's nice turn. So many Māori players around him, and he managed to almost slip one through there to Harrison Klulo. Hickson and a little bit of a standoff, links up there with Brad Hardigan. No, but Te Oranga Wairoa Hohepa trying to go again down the line, but a little wayward, that one.
I think he'll be looking better off coming in back in field, because they can string their passes together. They've got talent across the field there, but maybe that narrow line's not the one that he should be looking at.
Yeah, that's they'd already gone down that line a couple of times. It'd be nice to open up the other side of the field for them. Got to move this Indian defence around because they're pretty sound at the back. With Lala, Suka, Prashant back there, and DVD. Here is Prashant. Now the pressure coming on, and a little flip pass over to Suka, and they all come running at him. Bit of skill there from Keenan Becker. Just mistrapped there from Brett Menezes. He'll be disappointed in that one. You see Tristan Waka now on the ball. Just being asked to take it a little bit wider.
Sideline, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amy Hickson now on it. And now Nidish looking. Looks over. Finally keys into a target, and it's going to fall there, though Mercer Davis couldn't clean it up the first time. Does enough to win a free hit. And a lot of yelling going on down there at the moment. A little bit of noise. Here's Hemi Hickson again. He's looked the most dangerous for the Māori team. Hickson turns it in and puts it straight onto the foot there of Shea Lala.
So it's the first look at the PC for the...
Yep, first one here for this New Zealand Māori team, and all expectations from mine is probably Denham Clark. I've got a couple of other options in Brad Hardigan and in Ben Cooper. And you can see communication coming in thick and fast there from Harley Cooper. And it looks like it's Denham Clark and Hemi Hickson lined up on the bracket. Hickson on the first. Late switch, and it will be Clark. And it's just come out. The injections come out too far to the left, so they've all had to shift, and then Denham Clark just unable to recalibrate back where the goal was. He was trying to go dead down the line, and the injection wasn't on target, so everything shifted except for the goal. And that one a little bit poor on the execution from the Māori team. You got a hold of it, but wayward. And speaking of wayward, the pass there falls.
Oh, what a trap.
Here comes Amanjot weaving. Oh, and it's just he started swinging before the ball had even crossed the line.
But just that awareness of not needing to get into the circle, just let the ball roll in, and then as soon as you strike, you know you're there, right? It's young players. You don't need to come in 3 metres into the circle to shoot. Early shots, that's what catches the goalies by surprise.
Oh, and Hemi Hickson gets away with a little misroll there, gets it under the stick of Marnie, and now feeds one forward to Solomon Hainga-Plank, who has that one deflected away, and it'll be long corner here for the Māori team. Hickson. Oh, nice lovely 3D from Hickson. Here is Hainga-Plank. Just dribbles it through and onto the foot. They find Prashant Patel's foot, and let's see if this Māori team can execute a little better with this one. Look at this replay. Lovely in and away from Hickson. Dumps it off to Hainga-Plank, who does really well there just to thread the gap. As we see these teams setting up, it'll be Hickson to pull it out. He's going to go and get this one on target now. This time it is Cooper on that first bracket and Denham Clark still on the second. This time it's Cooper. And still there for the Māori team. We don't really love that second shot there from Ben Cooper, and don't love that either from Nedish.
I think he had time. I knew what we was trying to do, but...
And stick shield coming in there from Brad Hardiger this time. Yeah, just take a little breather. Make sure he gets it right. But like you said, you could see the opportunity to attack in behind this Māori team had it come off for Nedish.
Yeah, I think young defenders, if you are just finished defending a PC, just take a breath and walk it out to the 16.
We see another little wave of attack here for this Māori team. Remembering even in an earlier game against Pacifica, yes, they really struggled with their penalty corner execution.
Yeah, they just couldn't find it, could they?
I think they had 7 off the start of the game without scoring one. So, hopefully those demons have been exercised in this one, because that could come back to hurt them. And a lot of players in the area trying to play some small games out of there for the Indian side, but falls for the Māori team. And a little overhead back out through the captain. He's going to turn away from Sergeant Patel and gets through Hiranmani rather fortunately. And now falling just around that circle edge.
Oh, what a tackle.
Yeah, excellent tackle there from Vivek Lalu.
Just tiny little touch onto his feet. Just takes that pressure off, and the crossfield bomb to Sarge. Holy heck.
Brings it down across his chest there, Sarge, and now he's off to the races. Sarge got a couple to beat. Gets through the first ones, and the shave tackle. Oh.
That was...
thought he might have had a go at it there, Sarge.
Unlucky there, but nice out of defence, nice bring down, but just couldn't finish. But hey, end-to-end stuff here from both teams.
Yeah, and it's going to create opportunities at both ends of the field. It's just who can execute, who can put it away when it comes their turn. As we see a bit of back four shape here now from the Māori team. Tristan Waka and Denham Clark out the back, and that one's picked off with relative ease. Right, Nita Shooker, it's going to fall here for Keenan Becker. And the world's biggest forehand drag there. Keenan Becky's still going. Probably, in fact, he's no idea.
What?
Yeah, we don't know. The people in front of us supporting don't know. The dugout doesn't know either, and I'm not entirely sure Bruce Brownsy does.
That's unlucky for Keenan there, but...
he wore off a couple of challenges. Probably could have been given the free hit a few times. And now Tristan Waka looking. He's going to try and get past Sargent. And now we get a couple of extra blows on the whistle. Not to much effect as free hit coming here to the Indian side, just outside the 25-yard line there through Nedish Suka. Armani Punga now rolls it forward to Fitzwalter. Lovely entry here for the Indians, but what a tackle from Denham Clark, and the free hit coming as well. That's excellent defensive work there from the captain. And the little lower trajectory overhead is going to work out here for the Māori team. Tioranga Wairua Hohepa rolling forward on the ball.
Nice shave tackle there.
And they come back the other way. This is fast and furious now. Denham Clark, a couple of stick spins, and he goes forward.
Needed to get rid of that a bit earlier, I think, Millsy there.
That one's up. It's going to go the way of the Māori team. And now Braithen Lemon up on the baseline. Goes a quick drag. Free hit goes quickly. He's in, and what a tackle from Nita Shuka. Both Nita Shuker and Denham Clark at either end of the field really showing off their defensive work at the moment.
Yeah, just picking them off, just finding that right timing.
Yeah, two of the premier defenders in the entire tournament, realistically. Those two going head-to-head here as Sarge burrows his way forward. He's beaten 1 and 2 and wins the free hit there. Alex Semenko-Bucknell just opting to go backwards. And a little one into Devon and Bicker, turns it under, but a little loose there. And with about 6 minutes left to play here in this second quarter, it's still locked up at 0-0. Both teams with plenty of opportunity at it, but nothing yet on the scoreboard as Sarge gets in the way of that. And now AJ, he's got space, but he doesn't have a huge number of teammates with him. Keenan Bicker, probably the only one on that side of the field, and does well. Bicker
ran over that a bit.
Yeah.
I think he had, was looking at that one for Harrison out on the right side here, but just couldn't find him.
Now AJ gets it back under control. He'll go with a little spin. Beats 1, 2, opens back up. There's space on the right if they can get it. I would love to see Brett get onto that one there. Now,
Not giving up.
Nah.
You know, that's it. Stay in the hunt.
But maybe gives it back if Rani can get through.
What was that? I'm
Not sure that one, but
they're
they're not arguing it too much. So
would have just been a bad.
here comes Cooper. Ben Cooper looking, searching, beats 1, 2. It's a little bit far away from him. And now we go the other way. She's open season at the moment, yes.
End-to-end stuff.
Yep, everybody gets a go. It's like an Oprah Winfrey show at the moment. Yeah, you get a carry.
Oh, how's
you
that?
Get a carry.
Skill from young Harrison.
And forward they come here again. That left side paying off for the Indians. And Keenan Bicker showing his 3D dribbling skills there. About chest height for Keenan and knee height for almost everybody else.
Maybe got a bit too close to the play, a bit dangerous maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think got a little bit big on the second one there. And Hickson now eyes up the midfield. Working there through Harrison Davis. And tidy touch from Braithen Lemon. Lemon breaking towards the circle edge. Lovely hands from Lemon.
Oh, nice.
But didn't need to come back through that forehand. I think he could have just kept going. And that one.
That's a timely interchange.
Yep. Great time to sub. Her and Marnie, on he comes. Threads the needle. And they're not hiring for Shortland Street at the moment. Tris, stay on your feet. What a pick there from DVD, the captain, Shay Lala.
Just brought back under control as well by Shay nicely. Just
Bicker looking. Has to be cut out there. Denham Clark does well enough. And now Shay Lala with a bit of time on it. He'll go aerial. And in the left side through Millen. Millen gets it back. And Denham Clark spoons one and then absolutely sprays it. Looks like his driver on the first hole at Te Puke Golf Course. That one from Denham Clark. It's in the trees on the right. And now the searching ball cut out by Hickson. Hemi Hickson got some space. And he's got the pass. Can he find it? It's been touched, though, by an Indian player. And Isman, our roaming reporter, you'll have the updates from Turf 2.
Yeah, I think it went down to a shootout, and the NZ Indian ladies came through with the win against the Fiji ladies.
How good is that? The Indian team leaving it to the last day, but they get their win on Easter Monday. And talking to some of them after their game yesterday, they were, quote-unquote, playing for dignity today and nailed it. So,
Yeah, I've got a few different versions of what they thought of some stuff, which we can't say.
Look in here, there's a big overhead.
Oh, nice, Brett.
Yeah, trying to do similar things to the way Fiji Heritage use it.
Oh.
And still going, Brett Menez is...
That's pretty strong running there. Good control from Brett.
And now here come the Indians down that left side again. Mills just hold things up, try and get some players in formation, and now they'll recycle through.
This is good.
Shea
Not
Lala,
rushing it.
Love the build up here. Back left. Skip past. I think there's a bit of space on this right if they can find it. There it is. Brett Menezes beats 1 and 2. Wins a free hit.
Got plenty of time here. Don't need to rush it.
About 40 seconds left in this second quarter. And now Armani Ponga looks for that long ball. And Aaron Marnie, you love that. I tell you what, I don't care which goalkeeper in the world's in the goal. You're not stopping it if it's on target. Have a look at this. Marnie. Oh, it's not far off. Would have been goal of the tournament had it come off for the Indians.
We've seen Heron do that in a few games, like at KVT and here, just finding himself behind that line and just... He's got a bit of a nose for the goal, Heron.
Yeah, that's it. And it got past an outstretched defender too. A couple of tall boys at the back for this Māori team, and Heron hunting on the back post, and that siren is the end of our first half here. It's the men's gold medal match between the New Zealand Māori team and New Zealand Indian men, the defending champs, looking to go back to back. The Māori team looking to get back on the winners stage again here in 2025. So both teams a lot to play for. There is Hiranmani. He had that late opportunity via the Armani Punga overhead. And both teams all locked up. We'll have a look at some of the highlights here. This one from Hemi Hickson went desperately close. Well, the Indian side had the run of it, certainly in that first quarter. Sarge Patel was incredible. That corner, the first one here at Needish, didn't get all of it, and Brett Menezes almost opened their account. And then this Sarge, this is probably the shot so far of it. What a stick save there from Hamish Berry. Rani, he showed he's not just a TikTok influencer, but also pretty handy with stick in hand as well. In that exchange, AJ trying to link up with Yash there. And Hamish Berry again up to it. Sarge, he's had his hands on everything. NZI so far. This one linking up with Clulo, who finds the foot. And then after a false start, they do get another go at it here. Via the wraparound, just misses on Sarge's side. And then Hemi Hickson, have a look at this. Circle to circle. Nobody can stop him. Gets through one, paces Brett, gets around Needish, who's in a standing start, and burns him too. And this one, millimetres across the goal. Corners for the Māori team again. They've been disappointing in their execution. 0 for 2 already. AJ, that just crossed the line.
Sprayed it too high.
Hemi Hickson showing off some of his 3D skills. This is the second penalty corner. Solomon hung a plank there, putting it on the foot of Prashant. And then Cooper, not a lot of that. Good save. And then this shot, I would have liked to see them get a little bit better out of this.
Yeah, I think that's... probably don't need to go the aerial. Even that slide reverse, I think is...
There's that late opportunity there to Hiranmani. As we see Jude there, really animated in their team talk. Of course, really epic to have Jude back involved with not only Heritage Hockey this year, but with the New Zealand Indian Sports crew, of course, has been overseas with the Japanese women for the last 4 or so years.
And then with the Sorma.
Yep,
Sorma
Sorma
League.
Club in the Indian Premier League.
And now he's back in Auckland, so Rep Development, I think, in
Yes,
Auckland Hockey.
That's right, huge pickup for Auckland Hockey. One of the very best in the business. Jude Menezes has a ton of experience, was a Black Six assistant coach for a long time. Specialist goalkeeper coach as well, and well over 100 games in goal for India at the very highest level.
Yeah, I had dinner with Jude last night. It was some good yarns. He's got some good conversation to have. You'd love it, Brad, one day.
Yeah.
You better join us for a curry.
Yeah, as long as it's mild, I'm there.
Well, you'll fit in well with Jude because he's not much of a curry eater, but Jay and I sorted him out a little bit.
Absolutely, I'm sure he's got plenty of bits of wisdom and gems from his travels and his time around hockey turfs.
It's just amazing listening to some of these guys play, like especially with the experience that he's had and just the shores that he's travelled. You know, it's just great, and I think Indians hockey are lucky to have him, but I think all the hockey just great to have him at this place at Heritage. But it's also, you know, I had him as a coach when I was playing down in Pukekohe, and that's going back 10 years. That's when Brett was probably the same size, same height as a hockey stick, or even shorter. So it's been awesome to see his boys grow through, and even see young Matt out here, and Sylvia's been up for the weekend as well. So it's been great to see his family throughout the years, and no, we're just very spoiled, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Such a well of knowledge is Jude. I was fortunate enough to be coached by him for a little bit there as well. Some goalkeeping work while I was playing in the National League. So, yeah, he's had his impact on all of us as we now get back underway. Second half here. Change of direction, of course. The Māori team now running left to right. And the Indian side just giving up that free hit in the middle of the field. Change of goalkeepers again for the Māori team. Hamish Berry's back.
Yep.
The big man out there, tall timber.
Did awesome in that first quarter. Just the first couple of minutes of pressure and just held his nerve.
Yeah, I think the Indian side would be pretty disappointed not to have found a way through in that first quarter. They certainly created the opportunities to do so, but Hamish Berry really keeping that Māori side in it through quarter one. And then things just started to balance out a little bit in the second. And now, as any great final, it's tight. It's a little edgy, and it's all on here. And down the line, looking for Hardigan. Hardigan gets it a little bit big. And now away come the Indian side. AJ taking ankles, sticks, shin pads, anything that he can get here. Look at him turning, beats another one. This is a clinic. Oh, my goodness. And a fourth, still going. Oh, my goodness.
Heck. There's a highlights reel just in one play.
I tell you what, Instagram only let you have 90-second uploads, and he's used all of them right then. Oh, my goodness. Look at the young fella. Gets it on halfway. This is where it starts. Boom, see you later. Take your ankles and your stick. Norpeta, want a bit as well? See you later, I'll turn. You're gone. Take your brother as well? Later. DC, captain, no good for you. And very nearly. Making a list a mile long, and it's not players that are slouches there that he's taken on his way through. AJ, wowee.
Is that the special play that New Zealand Indians needed just to get this one on the scoreboard, you know, because they've been searching quite a bit.
Suka.
Yeah, there we go.
Chalk that one down to the work of Amanjot Singh on his way in. Oh, my goodness. Nidish with a rocket. It's high fives in the Indian dugout, and they start fast here. Look at this. Rocket. Suka.
That's money, right?
And it's his favoured spot there. It's between the postie and the goalkeeper. He loves that channel. Just gets you guessing whether, you know, a goalkeeper's going to get a boot on it or postie has to play at it. He loves that channel. We've talked about it a few times watching this Indian side. And Nita Suka stands up when they need it. But like I said, that one is going to go down in the books thanks to Amanjot Singh.
Just with a little assist to get the PC, right?
Fantastic work here. Great start from the Indian side. No wonder Jude was so animated in his team discussions. He wanted to see better from them. And now, under a bit of pressure this time, this Māori team pressing up a little bit.
And
Te Oranga and Brett just getting a little bit tangled up there. He's going to get a little bit of a warning. Te Oranga. And they come forward now through Te Aho. And the crowd's getting involved now too. Yes, we can hear it start to get louder. The women's game on the back turf is finished. So everybody coming to turf one. Oh, Suka.
Yep.
One-handed cut out, and the crowd is growing here. If you're in and around the Auckland area, you've still got time. Get on down to the National Hockey Centre here in North Harbour. And there's still a women's gold medal match to come after this one too.
So the Asians are taking on Pacifica in the women's gold medal.
That's right. The Pacifica ladies back in a final, taking on the New Zealand Asian team who are in their second tournament. And again,
nice little dribble from Yash there. Just maybe a missed dribble, but finding something in there to win the free hit.
And while these two teams battle it out, following results earlier, in sixth place was New Zealand Pacifica after they lost their penalty shootout to the New Zealand Asian team, who finish in fifth, the Asian Dragons, fifth place. And also via the penalty shootout, the Punjab Heritage, they took third place over Fiji Heritage in our men's third and fourth match. So third was the Punjabs, fourth Fiji Heritage, fifth the New Zealand Asians, and sixth New Zealand Pacifica, but all via penalty shootouts. So nothing between the teams here this weekend. Menezes beats one.
Oh, that's nice, smart play.
Got it to AJ. AJ working the edge of the circle. Yeah. It's the right call. They're going to complain about it, but it's a stick shield there from AJ. And he's going to get a card.
Does that deserve a card?
I don't think it's for the stick shield. I dare say it's for what was asked after it, is my guess. And I'm not sure if it was AJ or Brett. They both come running at the same time. We'll try and confirm who actually got carded and who was just subbing.
Was AJ for the card. Okay. Just interesting call.
Yeah, I'm not sure the stick shield itself earned a green card, but potentially had there been words afterwards, unsure.
He's only a kid. He wouldn't say nothing. You know?
I think both teams did get an earlier warning.
Oh, wow. That's it.
And here goes Harrison. Bit of space in front. Can he link up? Clulo.
Taking a stick and ankle there of the captain.
And shovels it through. It's scrappy here, and it's going to beat them all over the baseline.
It's a clever little play from Harrison there. Just a little nudge in. Bouncy ball.
And run down by Ben Cooper, the charge down. And now Alex Semenko-Bucknell under a bit of pressure. Goes back out through Armani Ponga. And again, the high press coming from the Māori team. They don't want to spend too long with this 1-0 deficit, but it could be worse here with Sarge. Sarge's got some space on that right baseline. Sarge goes it alone. And can't believe he hasn't got one there. Called hand. It's going to fall, though, for Sarge. Hits it through. Hamish Berry, another one. I think Keenan Bicker would like his time there again. He's just got it straight at the chest.
Straight, yeah. There's a break.
Now here come the Māori team. Te Oranga Wairua, Hohepa beats one. And excellent tackle there from Alex Semenko-Bucknell, but excitement at both ends. Hamish Berry again stands up for the Māori team. And Harley He's got a lot to say about it. Edish goes over, a bit of space here for Prashant, who goes long.
And searching for Sarge there, but just in front of that play.
Yeah, cut out pretty comfortably by Aotearoa. Now, Braithen Lemon on, and Hiranmani, I think, has come back. In fact, there is AJ back on after the green card, so 2 minutes, quick breather, and he's back on again. And Denham Clark showing a bit of speed out of the back. And the pass through to Rani. Rani's still going. Rani will win a free hit. And going around in circles, it doesn't look as cool as when the Indian boys do it.
He's got himself tangled up a little bit, I think.
Yep.
Doesn't look as cool.
No.
That's gold, Brad. That's pretty cool.
Here come the Indian side up this right sideline. Harrison Clulo linking
nice
up
pass
here.
there.
Becker, I think. Yep, Keenan Becker. He's really gaining confidence, Keenan, and now they're going to have the free hit go the other way for not being 5.
Was that the pass not being 5?
Yeah. So in that attacking zone, of course, everybody has to be 5. Even your own
he went
teammates.
backwards, okay. Glad someone knows the rules. Thank you.
I'll at least pretend people listen to me. And now here come the Māori side through Te Oranga Hohepa, linking up with Cooper. Little one-touch pass, though. Wayward.
Both teams just getting caught with some sloppy stuff there.
Little scrambly here. I'd like to see either team just settle things down a little bit. There's Hohepa just searching, decides to go back. This is the control we'd like to see.
Sorry about that.
And Hickson here looking, slaps one and cut out pretty easily there. And danger stations, Amanjot trying to get past Quinton Smith, beats him, 3D, past another. They're going to call that part of the turf State Highway AJ in a second, as he's causing an absolute havoc down that right flank at the moment.
Look at the skill that he's been working on.
The old egg and spoon.
I was watching him at the Heritage Under 18 stuff, and you see him in practice just warming up with it as well, and it's like, I think even sometimes the umpires don't know what to blow because it's just like, what are you doing, man? But what a skill.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. And now Fitzwalter, he's at the back. Alex Semenko Bucknell. And picked up, though. A little double turnover there will fall for the Indian side. Interestingly, and whether it's scheduled or not, haven't seen Needish Suka for a while on the field.
Yeah.
Hopefully just a scheduled sub and nothing else, but reinforcements on at the back through Lala, Fitzwalter and Ponga.
We have got a shot of the dugout there, so...
yeah, we'll see if we can get any comms out of the Indian side, if we might expect to see him back again soon.
I could ring him up, but that's highly unprofessional of me. Focus fully on this game.
Yeah, I think he'd probably answer too. Neats, he's scrolling TikTok at the moment, I think. Or texting Kelly and Jerem about how things are going. And Denham now under a little bit of pressure from Becker. Picked by AJ and skinned by AJ. And Aotearoa Te Aho gets a little touch on it. Will be enough to at least slow the Indians down.
And Shay's just calming them down a bit. Nice little pick from Harrison out the wide.
Yeah, so we quickly saw 5 of the Indian boys ready to come on the field. None of them Needish Suka. As Hemi Hickson works his way out.
Needish is up. He's got a bit of a strap on his wrist there. So
Yeah, perhaps some running repairs there for Neitz. He is ready to come back on the field, which is good news for the Indian supporters.
A bit of a shout out to Cal. You mentioned his name, and probably Manisha's probably out there watching as well. So shout out to those two over there in Melbourne.
Yeah, of course, the Jerams, who long-time servants of NZI through this heritage campaign. And
yeah, it's a bit, haven't seen them, which is a bit sad. Manisha, would have been nice to have you back, Cal. But hey, hope you're enjoying the live streaming and the action here.
Lala, now this Māori team back into a half court that we've seen a fair bit from them. And now coming forward, this Māori side, they need to find their way through the Indian defence. They're behind on the scoreboard at the moment. Looking. And they're going to help him up, I think. Yeah, it's a green card there to DVD Bicker. Again, I think just an unfortunate tangle up more than anything. James Hickson not the best on his feet at the best of times. Dancing his way through tacklers there, but advantage now to the Māori side. And Braithen Lemon will win a free hit up in the corner pocket. And now Hickson at the back. Looking here, Norpeta cut out by Brett Menezes, really smooth.
Oh, Sarge would like to do that again, just straight to his stick. And hasn't missed a trap all game.
Kingdom Clark pretty sharp at the back for the Māori team, and he's rolled his way forward too here if they can find him. Big man's in the circle. Looking.
Sarge has seen that come through, so he's dropped right out as well. Let AJ up front.
And that one over it goes. So the captain will have to trudge his way back to the cellar. And there's Braithen Lemon. DVD there, taking a seat. Hiranmani on looking. Prashant having a bit of a laugh at the captain as well. And now Māori side happy to be in a bit of a three-quarter slide. They might try and wing wrap this. There you go, a little shooter, Brett Menezes' side. And lovely from Millen, but cut out by his Trident's teammate there. And Hemi Hickson, and now poor execution from the Māori team and calm work by Shea Lala.
So if that wasn't the same thing as what DVD got.
I think that's just a little bit of drop knee bangra. A little bit of dancing there. Either way, I don't think either of them need much of a card. And Hemi Hickson's going to come forward after a one-hand, one bounce till we catch a million.
Coming to the last little bit of this quarter. So nothing silly from the Indians here. I think they'll just be wanting to relieve a bit of pressure, get it down the other end. So
yeah, I'd be surprised if Nedish doesn't take his time and then look to bomb this one. There it goes.
And
maybe going to fall here for the Indians. Pretty rough first challenge. Second one is going to fall. Nothing coming there for Yash.
He could have done a bit more there because I think AJ was right with him there.
And now the Māori team, I don't know if they were aware of the clock. They've got to get it going here. It's got to go in and it's got to go now. I like the entry from Braithen Lemon. Just nobody hunting. Got to have some better clock awareness up the front there from this Māori team, I'm sure. I'm sure Harley was yelling those numbers out as the clock ticked down. As the teams come in here. A little more breathing room for the Indian boys. They're up 1-0 here thanks to that penalty corner strike from Nedish Suka in the third quarter. Harley Cooper there. Again, plenty to say. That goes without saying. We'll have a look at some of the action here. Have a look at this from AJ. We don't need to draw pictures. He draws enough of them himself. One. He gets Norpeta here. Lovely turn inside. Te Oronga comes across for a little bit of a go, and
That's
he gets
3.
burnt on the inside and then skips
That's
through
4.
the stick.
Just give me 5.
And on the
there you go.
foot. On the foot. And then this one, Niedish. And so we talked about it. That's the channel between the goalkeeper and the postie. We'll see it again from the side on. Picks it up and it's ripping through there. Nothing you can do to stop that one. And Sarge, love this little play on. Becca had a lot of options to go for, but probably chose the wrong one there.
Yeah, could have stayed low, but hey, you know,
But it's a shot on goal, forced to save,
Yep.
could have done anything.
it happens to all of them. You know, like they probably find out they got more time than what they have and just overthink it. But hey, guys are getting shots on goal. I haven't seen the Maori team come down, but they've certainly got the firepower to create anything.
Yep, and stats pretty even, slightly favouring the Indian side, and of course the scoreboard favouring the Indians as well. As we see the teams come out here for the final 17 minutes of battle. Are we destined for our third shootout in the men's competition
Well,
today?
who knows? Big shout out to our sponsors here this weekend, Brad.
Yep, absolutely. Of course, the major sponsors, One Foundation and Alpha. One Foundation have been here since the very start, and Alpha, a huge part of bringing the Punjab Warriors team across from India. A massive thank you to those two, and then MTAL, Keep Alive, and Nadine Lomu as well, sponsoring this year's tournament.
Yeah, Nadine's helping out with a few play of the day things for the ladies' side, obviously.
Yes, that's
the
right.
ladies' camp.
Cosmetics and skincare, Nadine Lomu, and there's some pretty epic little gift baskets and things
Yeah,
going
see
around
that.
for the ladies' players. And shout out to Nadine. Thank you so much for your support of Heritage Hockey.
And again, a big shout out to Terence and the crew here from Harbour Hockey who've done a marvellous job of just making this tournament run smoothly, especially for organisers. You just want to make sure the lights are working, the watering's getting done, so it's been awesome.
Yeah, of course, one of the best places in the country to watch, play, and be involved with hockey. So, huge shout out to Terence and the crew here at Harbour. And speaking of, must be my lunch break pretty soon, yes, man. I see everybody else walking around with food, but
Yeah, I see the Local Gecko crew must be getting paid well because they're all coming back with that real flash stuff, that karahi chicken.
chewing through their $10,000 tab at the moment. As we see Becca through at the moment. Alex Semenko-Bucknell trying to find a way through, and he's put it there, though.
Yes.
And it's in the goal.
How's that?
There it is. Sargent gets the high fives. He's on the post. He's low. He's got his stick on the deck. And that's how you finish things there. Lovely advantage played by Anton Paulin. I've got to say, the ref, we'll have a look at it here. This penalty corner earned, but it fell for Marnie. And just
Nice.
like that.
I think that's that connection that those two players have, probably playing on a weekly basis, training twice a week together. But, Alex doing all the hard work there.
Yeah, and all three of them, of course, the Whisk boys. Alex down to Huron and across to Sarge, and Sarge doubles up the lead here, and it's getting into danger territories for this Māori team. They're going to have to go, and they're going to have to go quickly now.
A big shout out to the Whisk family down there in Wellington. I know a lot of you will be tuning in to see your boys play, so big shout out to you all from up here. I hope you're enjoying this live commentary.
Yeah, and of course, fortunate enough to head down to Whisk home base there a couple of years ago for the Indian tournament.
Yep.
Huge support crew down there. I think they had 5 teams in the comp that year, which was pretty epic. As we see Te Oronga Hohepa trying to win himself a free hit, but we're not in Rotorua now.
And I think we'll find a lot of our friends and family of the NZI crew watching, going all the way through the country. Hopefully the ones that are up north are here watching. Auckland and Harbour, Pukekohe, Waikato, obviously, and then we've got CD. No doubt they'll be tuning in to watch AJ play.
Yeah, the CD crew, I know some even got up here for it over the weekend, but the rest, I'm sure, tuning in. Always big fans of supporting the NZI boys and tuning into the live stream, especially having Amanjot out here.
Yeah, and I know Yats and the crew down at Christchurch will be watching Vivek play, so hopefully the 21st went well for Rehan, and yeah, it's hope you're enjoying this live stream, guys. Great to have you on board.
As we see Nidish Suka here just looking over. Big one. Straight to Sarge. And both Clark and Hickson went running out of it. And now AJ dumps it back off for Sargent. And a little disconnect heading down to the T-bar there.
Really want one of those alpha jackets.
Yeah,
pretty old school, eh? It's nice.
I'll tell you what, it's the Punjab Warriors jackets. Pretty flash looking that in the Fiji Heritage stuff as we see a little break forward coming here through Davis for the Māori team. Brad Hardigan on the right baseline, got to get past Suka, does so. Back and forth there, still with Hardigan. Still, he's managed to keep his legs out of the way of it 3 times there. Now, Carter spinning, and the penalty corner finally coming the way there of Carter Davies. And it's high fives all around. This is probably the moment where the Māori team have to strike.
And get it right, because we've seen their PCs, like you said the last time they had it, just running a bit wayward over the top.
Yeah, we need something on target, and it needs to be executed well. It doesn't have to be the flashiest thing in the world, but it's got to be on target. And we'll have a look here. It looks like Denham Clark will set up on the second bracket. Clark.
Oh, Mani Panga.
Great defensive work there. Norpeta Hohepa, they went for that little narrow deflection that we've seen from the Fiji Heritage team, but just got the deflection wrong, got caught in his hook, and then Denham Clark will just try to shovel anything, and it fell to Te Oranga Hohepa with the defensive work from Mani Panga. Outstanding.
I think that's come off the chest.
Yeah, they've called the big pecs there of Brad Hardigan. Getting that one. He thought it was his hand and or his stick, but away come the Indians. They're up 2-0 here, and again, the Māori boys cannot execute on the penalty corner. Disappointing. It has been the trend of the weekend, unfortunately, for the Māori side. And now Hiran Mani trying to get a little bit of go forward there. Bika, little touch, enough for now.
Good control shown by the Indians here, just not overplaying things, just sticking to the game plan.
Well, that's it. They can be in full control here, right? The Māori team are the ones that have to force and they have to throw something. This Indian team can build up, play at the right areas of the field, consolidate the position when they need to. And they've done at least 3/4 of the job here. Davis looking, doesn't have a lot on. He's going to force one down there to Hickson, and it's cut up by Suka.
Clever little play by Vivek there, just patting it down for Nidish.
Oh, Denham Clark. It's the highest I've ever seen him get off the ground in his life. He got both feet off the ground at the same time. Den, it's now going to have to make amends for it. Oh, goodness, he's doing a truckload of work back there. Man, it could be 3, 4 or more at the moment if it weren't for his work.
But just that work rate of Heron just sniffing around there, just making a menace of himself, right? Just
look at that. Even AJ's running around behind the goal to get to the other side. Fair Denham Clark probably taken up a fair bit of the circle, so find some room in there somewhere. Here comes AJ. And he'll do his obligatory 7 drags for 5 yards, and in he goes. And AJ wins another long corner. And they go back out towards halfway again. Like I said, the Indian team can be measured. They don't have to force things, but when the opportunities come, they'll try and take them as...
And see, that's that pressure. You know, they had them stacked up and just let them make the trap, but where did they go? Not over the 25, just...
I think Den was half trying to...
Get a long corner, yeah.
Get it onto Hiranmani's foot and partially trying to pass it out to a player, but it didn't really come away here. As that's
a good out
from the Māori
better.
team. And now Carter Davies trying to turn Alex Semenko-Bucknell. Probably thought he'd earned a free hit, but nothing coming there as some crafty work there from Armani Ponga. Not the most convincing overhead. Akiwa Tiaho now.
That's that scoreboard pressure, eh? Just makes the boys do funny things, and just the traps go a bit wayward.
Yeah.
Pushing that pass.
Yeah, the basics become all the more difficult when the scoreboard's not in your favour. Now, Denham Clark win that one, and he's away, trying to find a pass. There is Davis, and the basic skill letting the Māori team down here at the moment. And the clock is dissolving quickly. 7 minutes left here in the fourth. They're down 2. New Zealand Indians have one hand on the trophy. And the trophy that has their name on it at the moment. And now
Armani again, just not getting purchased with that.
But gets low and does the business at least enough to stop the play. And now Hickson working with Rani Harris. And it's going to go all the way through. It's going to still be Māori possession there. We see a couple of the ex-Ruamata boys waiting to come on the field for the Māori team. Tristan Waka and Tioranga Wairua Hohepa. And again, the Indian defence stands up. Here's AJ. We saw what happened last time he got the ball in this part of the field. Well, he's going to start again. And this time, show off the distro skills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sarge, I think just probably took one step too early. And now Mercer Davies gets it intercepted by Sarge. Fortunate touch there. And free hit coming to DVD. Here's Amanjot Singh. In it goes.
Oh, what a save.
Oh, Sarge again. And what a save from Flynn Krofsky. They come again here, the Indians. Klulo, Becker.
Just looking for that.
Wow. Once we get a break in play, we'd love to have a look at that replay, but we can't at the moment because Hemi Hickson's going 100 miles an hour. Hardigan's on it. Still there for Hickson, is it? No. Semenko-Bucknell.
Oh, what a ball.
Yeah, Amanjot Singh, such good awareness, and they go again. And Tristan does enough. And they're just flooding numbers now, the Māori team. They know they need something, anything, with under 5 on the clock. Yeah, interestingly, it could be the time for the old blue cards. That one's not 5 from the attackers. Same free hit we saw at the other end earlier in the game. Love to see the consistency. Not often you see that one called, the offensive 5.
Yep.
Again, scoreboard pressure, desperate things in attack as Tioranga Hohepa gets picked by Devon and Bicker. Shea Lala.
A smart play here, just where they're just holding on to the ball, just looking for that wide.
And out towards the sideline it goes. And in the corner there, that Mills up there.
Yeah,
now
showing
going 3D, and he'll win a long corner for the Indian side. And just like that, minute and a half's gone since we last mentioned it. That's the joy for this Indian side. They know they can consolidate here. Suka, Fitzwalter, and interrupted there by Tristan Waka. And Denham Clark now looking for anything. I love this Indian side still up in their press. They're not going to let anything come for free here for this Māori team. It's going to beat them all out over that sideline. And the Indians in no real rush to go down and get it. Harley still coaching, still barking instructions. And Nedish, he'll look down the other end of the field. 2.5 left to play. Cut out by Clark. Waka looks down Main Street. Rani dumps it off.
Save, Dills.
Great save from Big Dill there for the Indian boys. Has been relatively uncalled on for the last 30 minutes and now equal to it. Big Dill, the spiritual leader of the Indian men's side.
So spiritual, he was dancing on the inside at the cultural night.
And here they come again. Maybe the opportunity. Menezes just shovels one anywhere but towards their own goal. And shout out to those watching live. You're about to see the end of our men's gold medal match here. It's the New Zealand Indian men up 2-0 over the New Zealand Māori team. Less than 2 minutes left to play here. They can smell victory. It smells a little bit like garam masala. And Denham Clark can't believe it. It was probably their one opportunity. They're going to have a stoppage here. Not sure for much of what. The time's still ticking away. And I think there was perhaps a little crafty play of a blue card there. We'll have to confirm it. It was a stoppage for some reason. In fact, it was getting the goalkeeper off. Probably not a good idea from this Māori team because it just burns your clock. There are no stoppages in time here except for major injuries. So,
yeah, but they were 2-0 down a while ago.
They were.
You know, so the goalie coming off could have been done a long time ago. Even when they're 1-0 down, you could have used it or the blue card. But
yeah, we've spoken about those sort of options at length over the week. And, yeah, I mean, are you going to get them off and score 2 goals in your 1 minute? Probably not. As we count down the final 60 seconds here of Heritage Hockey 2025 for the men's section. The Māori team, can they salvage something from this last minute? Can they find a way through the Indian defence? Sargent's back there doing work as a defender. Huron's there as well. The Whisk boys, they batted away.
How good's that?
And there's no one there to get it for the Māori team. The seconds are going to count down here. The Indian side, they know it. They know they've done enough. They took an opening loss to the Punjab Heritage team and found their way into the final thanks to some crafty mathematics. And now on that trap from Jeff Fitzwalter, they've probably done enough here in the final. Rani Harris will have one more little go at it. Nedish
bats it away. How good.
Fitting that the final touch comes at the stick of the goal scorer. Nedish Suka bats one over the baseline. It's high fives all around, and it's back to back for the men in black. The New Zealand Indian boys double up here at Heritage 2025. The original winners now put their name on it for a 3rd time in 5 years. And just like that, we've got our first champions of Heritage Hockey 2025. It's the New Zealand Indian side, thanks to goals to Nedish Suka and Sargent Patel. Yes, A, you'll be pumped, but B, what a game to watch.
Oh, yeah. It was end-to-end stuff, right? It's first half was 0-0, right?
Yep.
And then bit of magic to get that PC for the Indian side and that magic from AJ. But it's just what a performance! Like, you know, both teams had their chances. Obviously, the Indians took theirs, but it's just been an awesome display, and what a final to have.
Yeah, what a huge, huge final. Deserved. Like I said, anyone can beat anyone, and it's just shown the slimmest of margins. We'll have a look at the highlights here, and then I'll head down to catch up with our winning and losing captains.
Let's go, boys. Come on. Come on, boys.
Same as OT, same as OT, Saturday? Same, no T, yeah, just straight.
O kai ngata o whakai hua kata tō mamai. Hei rā mā tai kama o kami nei kia koutou. Ko te whapai ka ai tēnei rā. Ringa pakia. Pakia, pakia. Umatia. Uri patia. Papai ka wai. Ai ya ka kai no nei. Hoki. Ai ki o nei hoki. Kamate, kamate kora. Kamate, kamate kora. Tenete tanata. Una na itiki. Paka fititea. Aubane, aubane. Aubane, aubane fititea.
These are these volleys then. DC. Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm down here sideline with the New Zealand Māori captain, Denham Clark. Denham, real tough one out there today. Deserved final. It just seemed like everything you guys tried to do, they had an answer for, and full credit to the Indian boys. But how proud are you of your own team?
Oh, look, we said it before coming in today that if we leave everything out on the pitch, then we're happy. And I think we worked till the very last second of that match. And like I said, we tried different structures, formations, concept game plans, and the Indian boys took all of it, really. We didn't really get many shots away. And credit due, they played bloody well. They deserved to win that final.
Yeah, and it's their third time winning. You guys chasing a second, so a little bit behind on the ledger here. It's been a big weekend for you guys. What do you want to say to not only your support crew, coaches, and the crowd that got out to support you guys?
Oh, honestly, this can't be done without Harley and Sheree for our boys, the whole heritage hockey whānau and community out here, and our supporters. Every time we got a PC or on a field, we are always cheering for us. So thank you to everyone involved, and it's an awesome weekend. I love playing heritage hockey. It's one of my favourite tournaments every year, so hopefully be back again.
Awesome. Well, commiserations on the final. Come up desperately short, but well done on an excellent weekend. Congratulations, brother. Go and rest up.
Cheers, mate.
All right, and I'm also down here on the turf with the coach of the New Zealand Indian Sportsmen, the champions of Heritage Hockey 2025, Jude Menezes. Jude, everything they threw at you, you found an answer, and when it counted, you managed to execute. Penalty corner there to Neitz, and then a follow-up from Sarge. Inspirational. How proud are you of the boys?
Yeah, very proud of the effort that we've put in. We've improved with every game, so even though we went down in game one, we just got better with every game. We talked about making small gains, making one step at a time. It's a long tournament, and very proud of the way the boys have played, and just showed in the finals today.
And we spoke at length about your international coaching experience, of course, with New Zealand, Japan, the Indian Premier League as well. How do you take a lot of that knowledge you've learned here and then apply it back to this NZI group?
Yeah, there's always learning. Every game here is a learning sort of experience for me as well. So I'm just proud and privileged to be involved with this, and I have a growth mindset. So every opportunity to learn, I take on board.
And on a personal note, back in the country, how good to get it done with your son and the team as well, here in front of the rest of your family back in New Zealand?
Yeah, it's pretty special. I've never coached Brett at any level of hockey, so this is my first time actually we're working together in a team, and very happy to be doing it at home, with my wife Sylvia and Matt watching as well.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again. Epic final. Well-deserved winners. Back-to-back. I'm sure the boys will be celebrating. Go and enjoy it. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, mate.
Awesome. That's our men's gold medal match in the books here. It's the New Zealand Indian men going back-to-back with a 2-0 win over the New Zealand Māori team. Don't go anywhere, because at 2 o'clock we are live again with the women's gold medal match between the New Zealand Asian side and NZ Pacifica. That one's going to be fast, furious and live at 2 p.m. We'll see you then.